Well, I'm sure you can't tell, but I'm at the Washington Monument, but by a concession stand. You know, they have snacks and stuff behind me here, and it's still in the morning, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock or something like that. But what I want to talk about is a report that I've done in the last probably about 6 months or so, because I've written over 100 books on government grants, and a couple of New York Times bestsellers, and sold millions of copies and the like. So my last 40 or 50 years of my life, I've been trying to figure out how is the best way to organize the information that the government has, because the government doesn't organize any of this stuff. It's just there. They pass a law, then they pass another law, and then they pass another law, and there's no overall thought about what to do about it. I mean, sure, we have governmentgrants.gov and things like that the government has tried, and some of it is pretty good, but it still doesn't talk to the average person, and what it means to them. In other words, what they do is take government information, and it doesn't talk English. That's the problem. And so you have to realize that things like, one of my favorite examples is like the Urban Homesteading Act has nothing to do about cowboys getting land out in the 17th, 18th century or whatever it was. It's really about getting a house for $1, but they don't explain it that way. And so that's what I've been doing for the rest of my life now, is doing that. And I plan to keep doing it until it's over for me, and I may have 10, 15 years left. Well, right now, this year, what I started doing is something I call the Government Meta Grants report. Meta, like Facebook is now called Meta, and it's so big it's really getting screwed up, Facebook anyway. That's why we have 2 platforms for our Lesko Help. But the Meta Grants report, and if you're a member, I want to make sure you get a copy of this. If you're not a member, you could join at leskohelp.com, or I have a free service, so you don't have to give me any money. You can't get the whole Meta report, but there's enough there to get you going on special issues, and that's leskohelpfree.com. And you go there and download, you get a lot of help and a lot of the sources. Parts of the Meta report are there, so you'll see it, and a lot of the good parts are there. So, you don't have to have $20 to give to me. Let's see. We're by National Airport, which is the big metropolitan airport for Washington, D.C. So that's why it's so noisy here. Then we have the White House helicopters coming and going and stuff like that. So you have leskohelp.com, and what to me is great about Lesko Help, even though with the report, we give personal help to help you apply to everything in the report. But I want to go over what's in the report so you get a feel of the kinds of things that are there for you to help with, because that's what I do, is I put it into English. Hey, this is what you could use for XYZ in your life, and this is what you need to put a new roof on your house, or start your business, or whatever it is. And also, a lot of people watch YouTube here, a lot of our members, so I want to make sure all our members who are not active on Lesko Help on Facebook or our Mighty Network, or Lesko Help 2, that you ask for a copy of this report, because it's free, and it's 60-some pages. So what I do in the beginning is make sure that you apply to our monthly grant. Every month we give out $40,000, and people are not even picking up the money. That's what surprises me. We have unclaimed grant money, but still every month we'll do a new report and a new grant, and the deadline is September 4th, so you have to apply by then. And we give out, we'll have about 70 people we'll give grants to, either $1,000 or $500. So to make sure and we have a special application for that. The other thing I talk to a lot right on top too is to apply to Lesko Help 2. Now Lesko Help 2, you don't have to apply. Once you're a member, you belong to both. So whether it's Lesko Help on Facebook, boy, maybe it's a busy takeoff and landing time. Maybe a wrong time to do this here. But that's where we have our training programs. Usually like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have live video training. And the introduction program on Thursday is the one thing that you should get. And then also on Lesko Help 2, we have other award programs. If you do certain sort of work at home kinds of things and getting grants. We give an award, an extra $200 or $300, or we give you a loving cup if you share your information with people. So Lesko Help too is very important. And what I have right at the beginning is also the new stuff. So not only is we have a new program on student loans that are forgiving $20,000 of student loans. That just happened today. And for all incomes up to $250,000. So actually for a single, it's $125,000. But more importantly, to learn about the other programs, if you don't have a lot of money and your income is low or something, you could still not have to pay. You could still pay very little on your monthly, maybe $1 a month, and that's it. And in 10 years, you get it forgiven. So you're not going to pay off much at $1 a month in 10 years, a couple $100, that's it. And you get the rest forgiven. That's a new program. So those kinds of things. And then the other Biden program I have, I show you all the programs, a report that you could download. This is all listed in this Meta Grants report of the new programs to help you with housing. Fixing up houses, make it more energy efficient, get rid of your electric bills, your heating bills, all these things that are now, and even money in these programs to help you create jobs, to get jobs at starting $100,000 or $70,000, $80,000 without a degree. This is the kind of thing that's going on in this. And so you won't find it in Google, and that's the biggest problem. Because Google is selling you things. You've heard me talk about that so much. Okay, also what I put up on top too is the current list of guaranteed income programs. Guaranteed income is what's going on around the country now, where they're giving money like every month to people who don't have enough money to live. It's a new kind of philosophy, and it's on your local level. It's not a national program yet at all. And so there's a website they keep. There's about 50 or 60 programs, that you could see, does your city have this? Because if you're hurting for income, this is a place, you get an extra $1,000 a month every month for 2 years or something. It's really somewhere between $500 and $2,000. Okay, so that's just the beginning. Okay, let me go through here. Where are we? Then I tell you how to find the questions in Facebook, because I answer so many questions and people ask me so many questions, same person, so they don't know how to find the questions that they already asked and I answered, and they have to do it. So I show you there. And here, how we provide personal help to all the government grants you're eligible for. So I show you, we give you personal help, but it's not personal help. I don't fly out to your house and do this. We do it through, you ask a question. You ask me a question, I take that question and I find for you the best possible sources to answer that question, no matter what it is, whether it's a business or a housing, education, and in your state. Then I send you that list, and you take that list and follow up. So that's the personal help. Otherwise, you don't get a big book like I used to. For $40 or $50, I send you a big book. All your answers are in there. Good luck. See, now you get personal help, from me and the other people, and we show you, hey, this is the place to start looking. Forget about Google. Start in these sources, and you have to start contacting those sources to get the help you really need. The less you contact, the less you're going to get help. Now, the other thing, the next thing, boy, this is really noisy here, isn't it? The next thing you have is a mini grant report, where you have 500 mini grants, okay, for every state. So I've spent most of my time doing that for about 5 years. So we have a report for every state. You get 500 grants that are available only in your state, and who to contact, who to talk to, or whatever. I mean, to me, that's a gold mine, but I'm biased, so don't trust me and have to see if it means something to you, okay? And then I go on and on. Here's a step-by-step guide for how to get government grants to pay your bills, get rid of debt. Step-by-step guide for rent, mortgage, property tax, home insurance. Here's 2 videos that learn how nonprofits help you. This is getting annoying, isn't it? I tell you what, I think I'm going to do this another time because it's a little too annoying to get involved and talk to you. I'm going to be on the live feed tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you go to Lesko Help 2 and sign up for the report tonight at Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. I'm going to be with Sabrina and help her out and go over this in detail. So join me tonight, 8 o'clock. You want to know about this. If not, you're a member, just ask for the report and we'll send it to you. We'll send you a truckload, anything you want, and make sure you ask separate questions too so we can help you personally.